I know you didn't like the broken glass, but how cool would that tattoo would have been on the knee? I mean, I got one.
All right.
Because what else are you gonna do on the kneecap when you got traditional tats?
Literally
and stuff?
anything else.
No, broken glass.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys can have a little club.
Broken glass club.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to No More Ink, the official after show for Inkmaster that also serves as your go-to for the latest in the world of tattooing. I'm your host, Ryan Ashley, and joining me today is an artist who is no stranger to the world of Inkmaster, one of my personal favorite competitors of all time, and one of my friends from season 8 and season 14, Gian Karle.
What's up?
What's up, my dude?
I'm excited. I'm excited to be here.
You've been on the road, huh?
Dude, I've been on the road straight since season 14. Me and my wife, when we're done with the season, we sold the house, we got an RV, and we started traveling around the United States.
Amazing.
It's been awesome. We thought we were gonna do it for a year. We're at year 3 now, and no plans of stopping. It's been awesome.
I mean, I've been watching your tattoos. They are somehow improving more and more and more. Gian, you're crushing, dude.
Woo, thank you.
Let's look at a couple. You want to look at a few?
Yeah, I would love to.
Let's see what Gian's been up to.
Oh, look at that.
Gian,
Definitely.
look at this thing, dude.
Yeah. I think it was like 3 days to finish that tattoo. It was 3 6-hour sessions. It was so long.
Wait a minute. 3 6-hour sessions?
Yes.
6, 12, 18. This whole front panel was 18 hours?
Yeah, I've been fast. I've been trying.
If it were our season of Inkmaster, you'd have an additional 6 to add on to this to make it the 24 hours.
Yeah, I could. Oh.
What is this
The
one?
little doggy. Yeah, this is Raijin. And Raijin is the god of thunder.
So awesome.
It's sick.
So this was your collabby. You and DJ did this together as a collab in how many days?
2 days in a row. It was wild.
You got this done in 2
2
days, dude?
In like 14 hours. We looked at each other like kind of worried, and he was such a strong like canvas. Like, he was amazing.
Wow, what a cool collaboration.
Dude.
This is one of my favorite collabs because
Thanks.
it's 2 different styles, 2 different types of tattooing, but somehow it seamlessly blends into one perfect story. It is awesome.
I did the face, actually.
No.
I'm kidding.
I was like, no, you did not.
I didn't do the
God
face.
damn it.
DJ did the face. I did the,
Yeah.
the wolf and the
giant
fire.
wolf. So sick, dude. Beautiful. So let's get into the ink. We're gonna talk about the show now, so there's your spoiler warning.
This week, the game changes. What?
On this episode of Inkmaster, it's revealed that there is no flash challenge, and it's going to be a double elimination. The artists are being tested on adaptability with a convention-style flash marathon. They're drawing multiple tattoos, selling their work, and the canvases want their tattoos in extremely difficult areas.
God, how difficult are these areas though?
Armpits, knee ditches, necks, heads, butts, feet, everywhere that you say you normally don't tattoo on a flash day.
No,
Yes.
man.
Yes, dude. How does this episode, this sort of Inkmaster convention, how does that compare to conventions that you've been at?
So it's not too different, to be honest, from what I started doing. When I started tattooing, I started as a helper for this group of guys that would go to conventions and set up and tattoo. And they would do like 3 conventions a month. That was my job. It was just helping them out, setting up, grabbing, talking to the clients, picking tattoos with the clients and stuff like that. Like, it's that crazy.
Well, before we dive deeper into Inkmaster, let's play a little game first.
What are we playing?
It's called the Sketch It Challenge. Gian, you're going to get a secret word,
Okay.
and I'm going to try to guess what you're drawing. It's a tattoo-related word.
Oh man, I'm excited. Let's
wanna
do
play?
this. What do I draw?
All right, let it begin.
All right, let's see.
What was your word? Ah, I thought you'd fall for it. Armpit hair.
This is terrible.
Anchor tattoo in the armpit?
Almost.
Traditional in the armpit. Traditional tattoo in the armpit tattoo. The f is that, Gian?
You
What is that?
got it. You got it.
What?
You're just adding too much stuff to it.
Traditional armpit tattoo. Tratty tatty. Armpit tatty. Armpit
Could be
tattoo.
that. Armpit tattoo, you got it.
Armpit tattoo.
Yeah.
I think all the other guesses counted. It was
Did
extra
they?
credit.
Well, you said traditional tattoo on the armpit.
God damn it. Okay,
That's
goddamn
too
armpit
much.
tattoo.
You thought about it too much.
I did.
All right, let's do it.
This one's gonna be tough.
It's the face of an alien.
Hold on a second. Watch this.
Tribal tattoo on the face.
Now stop there. This is the important part.
Tribal tattoo on the face calendar.
What does the calendar say?
2025.
So what the f is this thing?
A brand new tribal tattoo on the face.
And what is it apparently called now with the kids these days? You might not get this because I just found out what this is recently too, and someone that was 19 had to inform me.
Fad? Like,
God damn it. Cybersigilism.
What the f?
Oh, it's
I was
modern
never
tribal.
gonna get
It's skinny
that.
tribal. It's just thin tribal.
This is my first time hearing that word.
Cybersigil. How do you say that in Espanol?
Cybersigilism. Sigilism.
So
Cybersigilism.
Why didn't I draw it in Spanish?
I'm never gonna get it.
Let's take a look at the art. This episode's elimination challenge has 71 tattoos.
71?
71! And not only are the contestants being judged on quality, they're being judged on quantity. You ready to critique 71 tattoos?
Damn, how many people are doing these tattoos?
10 people did 71 tattoos.
10 people did 71
It's about
tattoos.
7 each.
Dude, that's wild.
This first body of work was done by Allie.
Dude, it's probably one of my favorites.
I love this body of work as well. First of all, it had variety, it had a little something for everyone, but these
So
tattoos were
sick.
pretty solid.
Yes, the sevens.
I love them
so
too.
Sick. And
Me
I love
too.
the eyes too.
I loved it.
It looks so like dainty and like,
It's soft. They were
yeah,
cool.
it's soft.
And I think for adaptability, the fact that Allie had to tattoo that same butterfly 3 times and it's 3 different renditions,
Yeah.
I think it's great for the challenge.
Dude, she did them different every time. They look sick. My favorite is the seahorse with
Yeah.
the fishnets. Love that one.
Yeah, she crushed. So this body of work was Boucher.
Oh, Boucher.
My favorite out of this group was definitely the Skull Cowboy.
Yes.
I promise you, in person, it looked computer printed.
Wow.
It
Yeah,
was
it's
so
amazing.
tight, so clean.
So many different styles of tattoos. They're not all the same.
Yeah, I think he showed us a pretty large variation of styles. on
Yeah,
this too.
definitely. I haven't met her, but I just fell in love with his personality on the show.
Everyone did.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was Ishnard.
Sick. This guy knows what he's doing. His tattoos are so clean. The cats, some of my favorite ones of the ones up there.
Out of all the 71 tattoos that were done, and that's a lot of tattoos.
Yeah, that's a
that
lot.
little black and gray devil was my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what I really like about that one? It's the little drop shadow on the front horn. It's so tricked out.
I like the little bottom lip, how it's a perfect clean plane right there. You know someone is an incredible illustrator where you look at something and totally believe it instantly, and then the more you break it down, the more you realize how much thought went into creating that illusion like
Oh,
that. right?
yes.
This body of work was Keahi.
I like him too as an artist. The one I really liked was that dragon head.
We looked really, really up close on this.
It was sick.
It was clean.
Yeah, you can
really
tell
clean.
It's beautiful.
Like it was put in there so properly, that dragon. It wasn't clustered, it wasn't
Yeah.
muddy. It's in there really well.
Just
yeah.
seems like a time-consuming tattoo.
Yeah, and to be honest, for a flash day, the fact that Keahi got 2 of these Polynesian tribal turtles done,
Yeah.
and they're so crispy.
Those
I
are
mean,
awesome.
That's impressive. This was Kairos. I think she had a couple in here that were pretty fun.
I mean, that spaceship is sick.
The
It looks
UFO?
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I know you didn't like the broken glass, but how cool would that tattoo would have been on the knee? I mean, I got one.
All right.
Because what else are you gonna do on the kneecap when you got traditional tats and
Literally
stuff?
anything else.
No,
other than
broken glass
that.
looks
Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys can have a little club.
Broken glass club.
So this body of work was Luca, who specializes in color realism.
I like Luca's little birdies.
We appreciated this one too because for a day where we're testing adaptability, he adapted to not only tons of different subject matter, but there's different styles in there.
Yeah, those mountains and that scenery inside that triangle, that the color looks so cool, and he seems like he added more color than most of the people that did color tattoos
Yeah.
for this challenge.
I agree.
So they look cool.
This body of work was Seth.
Damn, I loved this guy's tattoos. They're so cool. Like, I would get tattooed any one of these.
They were beautiful, clean, solid,
sick.
crispy, different. I mean, he had to show adaptability, you know, he had to do the same chrysanthemum coming out of the window twice. And it really does look
Oh my God, I didn't even know it was the same tattoo.
Exactly.
I
Your
didn't
eye
even
doesn't
notice
catch
that.
it at first. Different angle, you know, different
Wow,
color
he just
play.
flipped it, different colors,
Change the colors.
done.
Yeah.
Man,
Absolutely.
they look amazing.
Yeah.
The tiger kind of confuses me because I don't know if it's got 4 eyes or 2 eyes for some reason. I don't know what it is that kind of like gives me like nausea looking at it, but it still looks sick. And the lady head, Jesus, that thing is
She's
tough.
pretty. And keep in mind, these were pretty big tattoos for flash tattoos. You know what I mean? They were like regular size tattoos. This is straight out of the 90s. This was Matt's body of work.
I'm on the fence about this.
As a body of work?
No, I love the tattoos. They look great. I'm just on the fence or if he should have won or Ali should have won. I'm just such in love with Ali's tattoos. I do like these, but these are really good. And you know what I liked about this is like what you said. He did the adaptability and that my favorite one was the realism one he did in the bottom.
At the very end, he did that
Yeah.
with no reference at all. He just pulled it out of his
sick.
head.
It looks better than the other ones.
This body of work was done by OJ.
OJ's looks amazing, but they're a little bit simple. Like, it looks like unfinished tattoos.
So the bird is really nice, right to the point, clean, fine. The rose is fine too. I love the placement, how it fits around the knee.
Favorite out of all of them,
Awesome.
yeah.
I don't like the mandalas. I don't like the flower. And that centipede looks like it took 30 minutes. Look at the antennas. One is over here.
Pretty sure it did take 30 minutes.
Less than, probably
Showed him
25
the
minutes.
show. It was 30 minutes to get it done. Yeah, centipede wasn't a good tattoo. And the thing with that is, it just needed black. Like if you would have done a black centipede silhouette, it would have been sick because the shape is cool, the little feet, tentacles or whatever, they're cool. But, you know, sometimes you want to show off this shading all the way down. You don't need none of that. Just shade it from the tail up with black and call it a day, and it would have been better than that.
This body of work was Tennille.
I know she didn't have a good day up there, but I think these are not bad tattoos. You know what I mean? Like, she didn't leave on a super bad note.
I think just what they lacked was confidence.
I think so too. I think you could see that she was tired, she was, you know, over it, you know, and once that sinks in, it's hard to get out of that mindset. You know, I've been in that mindset and it just takes over you.
Well, keep in mind too, Tennille is an artist that does 2 days back to back, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day as her appointments. Like she has 12 hours to tattoo.
Yeah, you can tell that she's like very perfectionist and like is trying to make this thing super perfect and she's just like, oh, I don't have the time.
Each of these contestants were rated completely blind. Matt is ranked at the top and Tennille and OJ are on the bottom and ultimately get eliminated.
Tennille, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
It's been an amazing experience, and that for me was the main thing that I wanted.
Please pack your machines and close shop. It is now time to reveal the artist with the second lowest ranked tattoos. OJ, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
This competition definitely takes you out of your comfort zone. I'm proud of myself for even coming. I did something I never thought I would ever do. Ever. I love you guys. I'll see you.
Gian, what do you think about the decision this week?
I didn't agree too much with the winner. I think that Ali should have won. I think she had the best tattoos in my opinion. I loved her tattoos, but I think Matt had cool tattoos. They were great. They just appealed more towards the style of maybe Nico and DJ and Joel, which were, you know, I think they like that style a little bit more. I'm excited to know who's gonna be in the finale.
I
Who's gonna
know.
make it, because I already got my 3.
We're only halfway through. This is only episode 5.
I don't need it. I got my 3. These are the 3 that are gonna make it.
Who do you think's gonna make it?
I don't know what's gonna happen here, but I got Ali. Ali's sick. She does amazing tats. And I got Seth, which does like neo-traditional style, and it's like my style tattoos, so it's probably the guy I would get tattooed by, would be by Seth.
If you were gonna. Yeah.
And I like Matt. Matt's cool.
They were all pretty cool,
They're
to be
cool.
honest. They were cool. we're going to revisit a prior season for Ink Remastered. Essentially, it's a shot at a do-over for the tattoo that sent a former contestant home. From season 14, let's take a look at Holli Marie's freehand snail.
You will have 6 hours to draw onto the skin and tattoo. Your canvases are completely open, and the subject and style of your design are completely up to you.
Awesome. Holli.
This was a different artist that did this tattoo today. I see so much growth in just this one piece. But the right side of the tattoo looks like that was done by the new Holli, and the skull and mullet on the left was done by the old Holli. You went in and you lined every single piece of hair with black, black, black. And it's the only place on the tattoo that's done that way, technically. And so it separates it from the snail. It looks so far that she drew it on pretty similar.
Yeah.
I can't see too much of it yet, but it's a similar feel, right?
Yeah, no.
So I definitely like the new skull with the pattern that comes up. The swirl of the shell is way cooler.
Also that like little tricked out purpley glow that she added there, that kind of looks cool.
How the purple comes into the neutral tones like that.
Definitely.
Bringing that purple
hair
in.
looks way more flowy, more detailed and nice. It doesn't have all that black, which is right, you know, too many black lines, you know, make it look too crowded.
The older one, the original one, it just felt really disconnected.
Yeah.
Like one person did the skull and one person did the snail. In the new rendition, the whole thing is colorful, and she definitely spread the black out throughout the whole thing to be more balanced.
I do like that in the new one, she left that little piece of skin showing through. It just gives it that more glow to it, yeah.
It's cool watching artists evolve and watch them try new things. Like, in between all these years, it's like I see where Holli is now artistically. She's playing with reflective colors. She's playing with things disappearing that are in the background.
And they look good.
She's got a bunch of new tricks here.
Yeah, Holli's one of my favorite people.
Is she?
I love her. When she left me a little note in my station.
Did she?
It was awesome. I almost cried when I read it.
I never got to hang out with her.
She's awesome.
She seems cool.
Yeah, she's great.
All right, Gian, well, before we let you go, I'm gonna have you weigh in on an important topic in our world and give your State of the Tattoo Union address.
Okay.
So, do you think that doing conventions is vital for the success of a tattooer's career, or do you think in this day and age you can be successful with avoiding them?
I want to say that you can be successful without going to tattoo conventions, because it really depends on your art and, you know, your social media game. So you don't technically have to go to conventions, but I think going to conventions is very helpful. You know, if you have the option to go to a convention, that's where you're gonna meet all the other artists. That's where you're gonna meet your friends that tattoo. That's how you're gonna get out of your little bubble. So is it a possibility that a tattoo artist is out there not going to any tattoo conventions and just killing it on the internet and grabbing a bunch of people flying up to him? Yes, I'm sure there is an artist like that out there in a bunch, but that same artist would be way better if he did go to conventions.
I couldn't agree more.
There you go.
I think in any profession, in any career, or anything in life, whatever makes you the most uncomfortable is what is going to propel you to the next level.
Yes.
So if you're a tattooer afraid of conventions, what you need to do next to advance is you need to do conventions.
Yeah, you gotta get over that. You gotta be likable. You gotta know how to, you know, talk and be a cool dude with clients. It's important.
And your peers as well. I think
Yes.
going to conventions also shows respect to the peers that we have in our industry. When you have face-to-face conversations and you give and receive respect and you have those moments of bonding with other artists,
100%.
I think it's vital. I do. Gian, you're the best, dude.
Oh, you're the best.
Thanks for coming today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I love being here. I love Ink Master. I love being part of this whole big family.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell the world where they can find you next, or do you not even know?
I got a seminar that I'm giving out in Puerto Rico en español, so we're doing it in Spanish. And it's gonna be different because I've never given a Spanish seminar before, so this is gonna be cool. I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube. I got a webpage, it's giankarle.com.
I mean, if people haven't already started following you, I think they will after this. And they
Hopefully.
should. Follow Gian, he's the best.
Please do.
And that's it for No More Ink. Don't forget to watch this season of Ink Master on Paramount Plus and check out the Ink Master YouTube channel for everything Ink Master. Yay!
Nice, Kelly.